Today we'll be discussing what pisses us off about stereotypical gender biases. What are women supposed to do and what not to do? Come on, today.
Hi everyone, welcome to TalktousToday. So Simrit, when you and me are growing up, we had to face these so many gender biases, and we have spoken about them in our previous episodes as well. Like when I was younger, I was not allowed to wear jeans or do some a lot of
Right.
things, and you know, uh, and all the girls were expected to cook, learn how to manage the house. Even as young girls, we were told that we couldn't get married unless we had these skills. But now, 20, 30 years later, we had wished that some of these biases had changed. Yes, many have changed, but even now, there are so many gender biases that I get surprised about, Simrit.
That's exactly what we'll be talking about today, isn't it, Namita?
Yes.
So, my number one pet peeve is that women are still solely in charge of the household chores, like cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids. Now, I know in modern setups, and especially in like the single units where just the couple lives, this is changing over time. However, when we go to like modern setups, or sorry, traditional setups, where even the husband and wife are working, it's still really difficult to see the man like do something equally with the woman,
Yeah.
right? And it's rare.
Yes.
And if the man is the sole breadwinner of the house and the woman's at home, I understand the division of responsibilities. I don't understand that, oh, this is your job and this is mine, but I do understand the division of responsibilities.
Yeah.
There is a clear divisor. But what I still don't get is like, it happens all the time. A man who's perfectly competent outside, in fact, is really smart, does everything. But when he comes home, how does he completely become incompetent? I've seen
Yeah.
successful men
पानी का
sitting at
ग्लास दे दो, चाय पकड़ा दो, शूज रख दो.
right.
Where
No,
is
no,
my pajamas and
Namita, this has happened at your house and mine without naming names, where the husband will say, "Acha, what is there on the table to eat? Acha, make me a plate and get it." And the woman is happily doing it. You're not at work. You're not at your home. She's also out for a party. What the fuck, man? I mean, this is so annoying. And
yeah.
like, they can't pick up their own clothes. They can't do their thing. I see working women who are rushing home because, I got to get dinner late. I have to get the kids' homework done. If I don't get home, nothing is done. I have to organize stuff. Even if they're not cooking, they're organizing the stuff. But husband's free, like he just comes home and says, "What's for dinner? Scratch your belly, put the TV on." What?
Yeah.
Seriously.
And
I
or
know
your
women can do
phone
everything.
sitting on it.
I know phone, yes. I know women can do everything, but my bigger problem is, why do men become so lazy and incompetent? And I think we, mothers of sons, we need to really raise the bar on how we're raising these kids and teach them that,
Yeah.
not everything's going to be given hand and foot.
It's really annoying, Simrit, and I don't like it. But my number one troublesome gender bias is from the workforce. Why do we all still think that women can't handle leadership positions? I don't understand that. Even today, with all the amazing examples of women leaders, CEOs, prime ministers, we still have to face this stereotype that women are not as competent as men when it comes to
Yeah.
leadership positions. I don't know. Why do they? And oh, she'll get pregnant. Oh, she's going to get married. Then she'll be busy with her life. How much time she would pay in the office? I was like, I mean, all these excuses, and these are just given just not to promote a woman. But a man
Absolutely.
who may not be performing as well and gets the promotion or is hired in the higher position, even if he's not good as, I mean, the woman. This is a very horrible gender bias, Simrat. And I see that. I mean, I have heard a lot from my friends and others, and I've seen myself, in few organizations. And it's like, what is this?
But Namita, even in middle level positions, or actually any positions for that matter, women face gender discrimination. It comes in the form of sexual harassment, even today, and not just work. Wherever we go, we have to face
Yeah.
harassment. Where men can get away with, being rude and dismissive to us, but if they were dealing with our male counterpart, this would not happen. Now, you won't believe this. And I actually haven't shared this story with you. Recently, I had some work in a hospital and I had to get some work done. And I was the only one. It was for my for my father's company or whatever. And I had to deal with the medical superintendent of this big private Delhi hospital, right? Now, this man was well known throughout, and we had to ask him for a favor, which was a really regular favor to do something. I went to his office, which was literally like 5 by 5, a small cubicle, and it was a bunch of other vendors and me sitting there for some work. And he started spelling out what I have to write in the letter. And I'm like, listen, I can write my own letter. Just tell me what, because I know I can do that. But he's like, no, 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 you have to write the words I'm saying. And obviously, I don't care if he was a doctor. The guy had no brain. And he really
Horrible,
was
man.
a complete MCP. And he made me write down. And then he started going, oh, and my father was sitting actually with someone who was his extreme senior, like in the hospital. And I said, okay, I'm doing this. I was getting something done. And then he was like, no, no, you got to write it like this and wheels decide. You don't understand. I said, I understand laws and thing. I understand. Oh, what have you had a raid here that you're so stressed out about this stuff? And he was like, he was getting a little edgy. But then he put me in such an uncomfortable position. And I actually was flushed. I didn't know how to deal with it. And while I was sitting there, then I said, okay, I've written this, but I can't sign this and give this to you. I have to go show it to my father. And in Hindi, he goes, haha, aap apne baap ko dikhao, hum apne baap ko dikhate, meaning his boss. All right. He had no idea who he was dealing with.
Oh my
And because
God.
I just looked at him, I'm like, no. And then he repeated it 2, 3 times, laughing and making the guy. So that, to be honest, the men next to me were not laughing. They were like, like they're really uncomfortable because they knew I wasn't going to take, I think they saw my body language. So I walked out. I didn't even look. First of all, when I sat down, no, good afternoon, good. And if my brother or my dad were dealing with this is not the way he would have been. I walked out and immediately I walked up. I went to his seat. I said, how dare he talk to me like that? How dare he think this? He didn't know what was going on. He's like, oh, no, I don't know. And I got a bunch of the other head doctors, HODs, and I started like I was really flushed and angry. So I started yelling at everybody. And I was not in a position to yell. I was looking for some work there. But I was so upset. Then he came in waltzing. He didn't think. He goes, okay, aapka ho gaya letter. So everybody was standing. I said, why? Aapne apne baap ko dikha diya? And his face just fell. I said, did you show it to your father? And he was like, his mouth, I said, why? Have you done it? Are you done with what you had to do? And he turned around and walked out. And after that, his boss apologized. I said, how dare he think, like, I didn't use it because I don't want to use it as an excuse. And this is another problem that we don't want to say it was, a gender discrimination, but it happened. They can get away with being
Shadow
dismissive,
down.
shutting us up, putting words in our mouth. How dare they? Our voices are still being controlled. Belittling, sexual harassment being dismissed. This is stuff we still face on a daily basis.
Simrit, you're just talking about this. This person is still educated at some level. I'm going to give you one example, which I just faced last week only. I had to give my car for valet parking. Okay. I parked my car and I went, forward and I was like, okay, ticket de dijiye. Give me the ticket. He's like, he's doing something. The other guy is coming. He's giving him the ticket. The other guy is coming. He's giving it.
Oh
And
my goodness.
I really shouted, and there was a third guy. I'm like, stop. I was like, what are you doing? I'm
Yeah,
standing
exactly.
here with my children, and you are these are coming, they're casually, "Arey yaar, kana," and I'm standing here, you're not even acknowledging, and you're not even taking my keys and giving me the slip. I literally shouted at him. I was like, it's too much. And everybody's
But
around me.
imagine an edge. Okay, so I every time we go to buy a new car or test drive a car, they'll always say, "Sir, give me your." So he's like, "No, no, she's gonna test drive," and they're taken aback. And God bless men like my husband and other men out there who just know in a partnership they know like how this works. Like they know how to respect women. That's all we're saying. We
Uh,
know
I
equal.
similar thing
Giving us
happened with me also, Simrat. Similar thing. There's like, अच्छा sir, तो फिर आप ऐसे है ये seat ऐसे है. My husband like, she is gonna drive this car, not me. It was a big SUV, right? You're the same
yeah.
as yours. Like, oh, madam की चाहिए. You're like, अच्छा, what will she do with this such a big car? Yeah, so
But the thing is that what I faced in the hospital just a month or two ago was much more disappointing because this was a
yeah,
doctor. This was a doctor. He's supposed
sad.
to be educated. He's supposed to be rising. It's a shame.
It's a shame. It's sad. It's very sad. Simran, I hope and I do sincerely believe that by the time our children grow up and become a part of the workforce, they will not have to face these gender biases. I really, really hope so. But
Yeah.
another gender bias, which I personally find extremely annoying and unfair, are the substandards which women face with regard to their appearances, right?
Oh, yes.
How much they're being
Yes.
body shamed. I mean, women are expected to maintain certain body and beauty standards, irrespective of their age or situation. I mean, women can have, given birth to 3 kids, and the youngest one being 1 year old, and then still people start giving you advices. Oh, you should try this to reduce weight. Oh, you should do this. You should do
Yes.
that. And it's like you'll be in shape so quickly. You're like, come
Oh,
on, why is that so? Try to understand her situation. A woman who gains weight after getting married is seen as letting go. Oh, she doesn't, जब शादी हो गई अब इसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, कहाँ मेंटेन नहीं करती अपने आप को, कुछ नहीं करती. Whereas if a man gets put on weight, it's like, oh, he seems to be very happy and satisfied. What the hell,
yes.
man?
What the hell?
Women
Seriously.
spend hundreds and thousands of rupees or dollars trying to look better and younger with, so
Anti-aging.
look dignified, whereas men with the salt and pepper look, oh my god, so mature and so sophisticated. Oh, he's a classic. Like, so societies are completely double standards, Simrit, for men and women. Respect,
Absolutely.
and with respect to beauty
Absolutely.
standards.
Another, and I've always hated that gender bias. Another gender discrimination, which pisses me off, and I don't even understand where it came about, is that women love shopping. Now,
Ah,
and they don't understand the importance of money. It's just
ah,
like women can be good drivers, women love shopping, women don't
exactly.
understand money. Oh, let's not talk about politics in front of women. Maybe because I don't like shopping, or it really pisses me off when people or a man saying in public, like, oh, no matter how much money you give these women, it'll never be enough.
Ah,
They have
that's
kitty parties and they shop
that's
and they throw money away. And it's so like, oh, and they'll tell my husband, oh, so you just give her money, leave her in a mall. So he's like, dude, it doesn't work. And he gets embarrassed by these stereotypes. It's very sexist. And it happens even when women are, earning money. Men will say, oh, I allow her to shop whatever she earns, or oh, she gives it to me because I know how to do the better investments. Now these are unacceptable gender biases in this day and age. You can divide, oh, okay, he takes care of the investments, I do the household, but these kind of gender biases are unacceptable, I think, in today's day and age.
yeah, very true, Simrit. So today's takeaway is, although women are from Mars and men are from Venus, do not label women according to your preconceived biases. Whether it is home or at workforce, do not push gender stereotypes. Instead, try to rise above it and recognize that we all are individuals with different strengths and weaknesses, and which have absolutely nothing to do with our genders.
Yeah,
Well, that's
absolutely.
all on Talk today. Hope you enjoyed our today's show. We always look forward for hearing from you. If you think there's anything that you like about show, or you want us to discuss something that you like us to discuss, please let us know in the comment section. Or you can email us at hello@talktoustoday.com and let your friends know where to find us.
And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Thank you for joining us on Talk to Us Today. Remember to talk to us today. Keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep talking.
Talking.
See you guys next Friday. Have a good week. Bye bye.